Okay, next thing, I kind of skipped these. I didn't mean to skip them, um, but they are higher on my list. So, getting Jay in Descendants was one of my most favorite things ever because I was so excited to get Jay. So, if you guys don't know, Jay is like in Descendants, there are four like main characters. They're called the Evils, and they're from the Isle of the Lost, and they're like the children of Jafar, Cruella, Maleficent, and Evil Queen. Evil Queen. Um, so we're like their children. Jay is the son of Jafar, so that's who I got, and I was so excited because like I don't know, I was just really excited to play Jay because getting a lead is so fun and exciting. Um, it was a really fun experience. Looking back, I could have acted more. I could have acted more. Could have acted more tough. Could have been more like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what word I was looking for. More tough and like just bend the character more, I feel like. But I had so much fun playing Jay. That's definitely like one of the top moments, not gonna lie. Um, like of all time in theater. That's one of my favorite top moments. Not just 2025. Like that is up there. Probably top 3. Okay. Next is Getting a Wife and Joseph. And that might sound like okay, she doesn't have a name. I named her. The wives and Joseph do not have names. So, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, if you do not know, is a story about Joseph from the Bible and his dreamcoat. And so, like, the main characters are narrators, Joseph, obviously, brothers, and wives. So, like, Joseph's 11 brothers and then their wives. I got a wife, and I'm so happy because it's like a huge dance role. And if you haven't watched Joseph, it's a crazy musical because there aren't any lines, there's zero dialogue. It's all singing and dancing. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's crazy. It's so weird because, like, you don't have to memorize any lines, it's just song lyrics. It's crazy. But I'm so happy because dancing is my all time favorite thing in theater. Of the triple threat, acting, singing, and dancing, dancing is my favorite, like 100%. So getting a major dance role is like it's so exciting and I'm so excited. My wife's name is actually Zipporah. I named her that. I still need to make her a backstory, but you know, we'll get to that eventually. But Zipporah means to dance, to sing, to leap, I think. But I just thought like, oh my gosh, that's perfect in a musical theater company sense. That's like actually perfect. So that's her name. Um, and I feel like I am so excited for rehearsal, like every single week. I'm so excited. I definitely feel like so far I haven't really stepped outside of my comfort zone and become Zipporah yet. So I still need to do that since I need to do like acting with my husband and all of that. I feel like I just need to like take the step and be like, okay, not Michaela, I'm Zipporah. We're good. We can act. So I feel like that just needs to happen. But other than that, I'm like so hyped about this role. I can't wait for shows. Like honestly, I can't wait. They're in 2 months, less than like 1.5. So I'm so excited. Okay, next thing. These are all mostly fails. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more not fail, and then the rest are fails. Doing lifts. Guys, I love lifts. I love acro. I love lifts. Obviously, when it can be done in like a safe environment, like with spotting and stuff, so I know how to do it before I like go for it. But I have actually this year was the first time I got introduced into lifts in like a theater sense. I haven't really done lifts outside of theater, so I don't know why it was in a theater sense. But the first one I did was with my best friend in Willy Wonka. That was one of the musicals I did this year, and we got to do like a barrel roll over the back. Um, this is what that looks like. it's kind of hard to explain. I was the base because I was scared to do the top part, so I technically didn't like do the lift. I was the base for the lift, but it was super fun. It was like with my best friends. We could like practice outside of the rehearsal and all that kind of stuff. It was really fun. I loved it. The next lift is actually in Joseph. Husbands and wives get to do a lot of lifts together. So far, we've done two. We've done two. But I've only done one with my husband counterpart because he wasn't there these past rehearsals. But it's okay. That's totally fine. But we've done one lift together. And it's just like a basic, like, he stands behind me, his hands are on my hips, my hands are on top of his, and he just lifts me straight up and I do the splits, like middle splits in the air. It's very simple because most of it is on me, like jumping, and he just kind of supports me, which is nice, because, I don't know, like, yeah, it's good though. It's good. It feels solid. Like, I feel really good about it. And then we're doing lifts this Saturday, I think. We did one, and this is what it looks like. It's like, so the boy is the base, and we're like back to back. We link arms like this, like his arms are linked through mine, and then he like bends down like this, and I jump up on his back and I like swing my legs in the air. Sorry, I dropped my notes. So that one's fun. I did it with a different boy last week since my counterpart was not there, but we did it and it was super fun. And then we're doing more lifts this weekend. We're doing a cartwheel lift. This is what that looks like. I'm low-key scared for that one because, okay, not all of the pairs are doing that one, but I'm low-key scared because, okay, just because. I'm sure you understand. The thought of me not being on the ground, like, at all upside down, like, freaks me out. So, but if I get it, I will practice it. I will do it. I will practice it with him. I will ask them for spotting and tips, and I will try my very hardest to get the lift down before showtime. We're also doing princess dips, which is this. Not what I thought it was, by the way. I thought it was just a normal dip, but it's not. I feel okay about this one. Still scares me a little bit since I'm like slanted. But there are two others that we don't know about that we're doing. But every pair only gets to do one of these, so I could be doing like something completely different. But I love doing lifts and I'm super excited. I just need to like take a deep breath and go for it, because if I like do it halfway, it does not work. So I need to just go for it and to trust in my counterpart. Okay, next thing. Okay, these are all fails. And they're all from Descendants this year. Okay, so first thing, I had a quick change. And actually one of the things I'm most proud of is completing that quick change like every single time. I was so proud of myself. Because I've never really had like a quick change before, but this one was like a quick change. Like, we had a song, The Evils, all four of us, we had a song, okay? We're on until the very end. Lights go out, we have to run off stage and change into like our dressy coronation outfits from our like bad, like our evil outfits, I don't know what to call them, but we had to change into like, so the girls had to change into dresses. It was insane. So yeah, I had a dress that I had to change into. So here's the fit. I already had on jeans. My normal outfit was jeans, a t-shirt, a vest, a beanie, boots, and I had ripped tights under the jeans so the quick change could happen quicker. So the outfit I needed to change into was like a tank top, like tighter fitting dress. The like top part ended like right here. You can't see it, it's just out of camera, like right there. And then the skirt went down to like right above my knees. But there was like a zipper all the way up the back, and like, you know, yeah, the mic would always get stuck in the zipper, so someone would always have to come and help me, and I'm so thankful that she helped me every time because she is awesome. But yeah, I'm super proud. I kind of went out on a limb there telling you about the quick change, but you need to understand it to know. Okay, so we had to go off stage. I had to change from the first outfit to the second outfit in not even a scene. We didn't even have a scene. We got off stage after the song. Okay? Lights go off, we bring on new set. Well, crew brings on new set. And they like slow it down so we have time because they knew like we were stressed about the quick change and it was stressful. We had about 45 seconds to a minute to get our costumes on. And okay, so like set came on, and then it's like the coronation. So like people are coming on, like the couples are walking in, like all the fairy tale couples, and the news reporters like, oh my gosh, look, it's these people, oh my gosh, look, it's these people. So thankfully she slowed down her lines and improv'd a lot. Not in like a bad way. She just like slowed it down, made sure we had time, and then once we were all ready, we would continue on in a quicker fashion. But like it was hard to change because I had to take my boots off to get the jeans off, to be in my ripped tights, and I had socks on underneath the jeans so that my boots fit better. So I had to take those off because they went well above the boot line. And then I needed to put the dress on, and then I needed to change my beanie. It was a whole system. And so one night, it wasn't during a show, it was during tech, I think. But I had moved my costume from the girls' dressing room to like backstage because there was no way I was running back to the girls' dressing room. So I put it like on top of a table that was by the wall. I was like, okay, no one's gonna mess with it because, you know, it's by the wall on top of a table and it's literally a pile of my costume. So nobody's gonna touch it. I didn't know that that table needed to be moved elsewhere. So I go back for my quick change and I'm like freaking out because it's tech week and, you know, I want it to be like good and I don't want to be like the one person that's late for their cue. So I go off stage and I'm like, oh my gosh, where's the table I put my costume on? Oh my gosh. And it's like gone. Like table's gone, costume's gone, it's gone. It's gone. And I am freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have like 45 seconds to change. Like, time is ticking. And so I'm like looking around and I'm like can't have taken it with the table because like, why would they do that? And I find my costume like on the ground around a corner behind tables like leaned against the wall. Like it is in shadows. It's already so dark backstage, like I could barely see it. And I was like, oh my goodness, I found it. I was like, thank you, Jesus, for helping me find this costume in time. Because I do not want to go to the directors and be like, I lost my costume. That is like, whoa, you should never be going to a director to say that. I definitely did not want to. So that kind of like freaked me out. I was ready in time. I was ready. I was just like, for the rest of the week, especially shows, I was like, do not put it on a table. Put it like somewhere else. That never happened again, thankfully. But that was like, whew. I will remember that for a long time, probably. Okay, next thing. That one took a long time because it required backstory. Next thing. I forgot a massive cue. Like, I missed a scene in Descendants. And I know that sounds like so bad, and it kind of was, because it was the last show. It was closing night. Guys, worst time for this to happen. Like, if it happened during the matinee, you know, whatever, that always happens during the matinee. Things happen during matinee that don't happen during other shows. So I would have been like, oh my gosh, it was matinee, it was fine. Closing night. And so here's how this goes. So we have a scene. We go off stage, and then we have like a classroom scene, like we're at school. After the school scene, I have like my song and dance, like with one of the other evils. It's like a whole thing. It's like my biggest number. I was ready that day. So we got off stage for that one scene. And mind you, the classroom scene is right after this. But I'm like running backstage. I'm running all the way around to the other side to get my props for the big song. And I'm like ready. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where's the other person that's supposed to be with me? Because one of the other evils was supposed to be with me. And I was like, where did he go? Like, he's supposed to be over here. So I grab my stuff and like nobody is over there. And I'm like, why isn't anybody grabbing their stuff for this song? Because it was like a sports song, so we were supposed to have like a ton of sports equipment. I was like, why isn't anybody over here? Because usually I was like the last one to get there, but everything was still there. So I was like, that's weird. That's weird. This is during a show, closing night. And then I'm like waiting on the side for the time. And I hear over the speakers backstage, I hear a line. Okay? I hear class. I hear like, okay, class, is it A, B, or C? Because that was like around one of the lines that the teacher said. And I was like, why are we doing this scene? Like, it's not the classroom scene right now. That's after. And then I freaked out and my heart started beating so fast because I realized that I was supposed to be on stage. Like, I was in the classroom scene. I was freaking out, guys. I was like internally panicking. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be on stage. So I like dropped my props. Well, quietly, obviously, because like if you drop them, they make a loud sound and that would be heard in the audience. So I put them down like right where I was. I didn't even like go and like, no, we needed to be on stage. So I put those props down and I was like, oh my gosh, how do I cover? How do I cover for myself on being late on stage? But like, thankfully I hadn't missed a line yet. So like, I was pretty good. Like, I hadn't missed a line, which was good because I only had like 2 in this entire scene. So if I missed a line, whew, not be good. So I went on stage and I was like, okay, so I'm an evil person. I don't want to be here. I'll just pretend like I'm late. So I crossed my arms and I was like, okay, lock in. We're fine. So I like crossed my arms. I was like looking really upset. I was like, I walk on stage and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I just mouth random things. Like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be here. And I just mouth things. And I'm like, okay, I need to lock in. And so I mouth everything, you know, and I get on stage and thankfully, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful for this. My counterpart, the other evil, he covered for me. He was like, he like mouthed to me. He like looked back at me and he was like, why are you late? And I was like, I don't want to be here. And we were like mouthing this while the rest of the scene was going on. And I just sit down and I'm like, oh, okay. And people tell me that like, okay, so I've talked to a lot of people about this after the fact that this happened, and they were like, oh my gosh, you looked so calm and chill, and like, nobody would even tell you to have missed something. I was like, guys, I was not calm and chill. I was like panicking. I was panicking so much. But thankfully, everybody covered for me. I didn't miss any lines. It was just like, I've never missed an entire scene before. Like, it wasn't even like the first show. Like, that would have been acceptable like the first night of tech. Like, okay, tech jitters, forgot a scene. No, it was closing night after we'd done the show like 3 times already. Who does that? Me, apparently. It was crazy though. It was crazy. Okay, last one. In Descendants, there was a scene. We had like a dorm room since we're at like school. It's a It's a boarding school. Yeah, it's a boarding school. So in this school, we have dorms. Okay, so all the evils are assigned a dorm. We have like bean bags and a bed and, you know, the whole shebang. We have like racks of costumes and stuff in our room and all of that kind of thing in our room, in our dorm room on stage. And we have a door, you know, because like people need to knock on the door to come in for some of the scenes, and we have lines where the door is slamming and all that kind of stuff. So we use the door in like 4 scenes in a show. So we used the door like 4 scenes in a show. And like the door was already like messed up. That door has been used in a lot of shows, like a lot of shows, and it was an old door. And for one of the shows even, I had to like kick the door to get it to open. Like I was the first to enter through the door. So I had to I turned the handle and it was like stuck. It was like not opening. And it was just on a little platform. So if I like shoved it, it would have like fallen over. So I had to like kick it. I had to kick it. And I was like, oh my gosh, stupid door. And I like said it like part of my character. Like it was a line that I was supposed to say. It wasn't. But that's what you gotta do. You gotta improv sometimes. And it's okay. But that happened. So I already knew that the door was like, the door was not the greatest. And then another time I tried to slam the door behind me and it got stuck. So it wouldn't slam. It was like halfway open. I don't know. So that was kind of your backstory for this one. We have a scene where a boy comes into our dorm room and he tries to like talk with us. It doesn't end well. We're like mad at him, and then we need him to leave like really fast. We're like, okay, you need to go. So one of the girls was supposed to like shove him out the door, slam the door behind him, be like, okay, bye. So, you know, it had worked well every single night. It was amazing. But this time, I think it was during, gosh, I don't know what show it was during. I think it was like the second one, I want to say. I have no idea. It was not a matinee show though, so just so you guys know. So we did that whole scene. She, you know, pushed him toward the door. I didn't actually see what happened. Apparently the door like got slammed by the girl. Like the girl slammed the door. And I don't even know how this happened, but it cracked in half. So this is our door. Let's imagine this is the stage door, okay? This is the prop door that we have. No kidding. Cracked all the way across, like right along this line here. It fell. Frame, door, everything. It fell onto the stage. It was in 2 pieces. It was so funny because I didn't see it happen. I was acting with my counterpart and I was like, okay, wait, what happened? And everybody was laughing and it was so funny because we had to continue the scene, but at the same time, like our door just broke on stage and like, what the heck? And so the audience starts like cheering for us, which makes things worse because then I'm like laughing even harder and you can hear my laughter over the mic along with everybody else's laughter. And the boy that was shoved through the door, he was just standing there. He was like, oh my gosh. It was actually insane because nothing like that has ever happened to me before, like a prop or set breaking on stage. It's crazy. But it was so funny. And the funniest part was we had the 4 evils, we had to sing a really serious like song afterwards. Like it was a serious song and it was so giggly, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm so glad I did not have a solo in that song. It was like a 30-second thing. Just a short little like reprise situation. I was laughing so hard. I was trying not to because the door had been taken off the stage by crew that like took it off. And then we were just like singing this really serious song and I'm over here laughing, and then I'm like, okay, I have to sing this part that we all sing together and I have to make sure the harmony doesn't sound giggly. It was so hard though. So then we had to like improv it for the rest of the show because we had to like figure out a resolution for why the door broke. It was so funny though because every time every time we talked about that door in the rest of the show, or like we were in a dorm scene, it was so funny. It was so hard not to laugh. It was so hard not to break character. I think I did break character quite a few times, but that was like the top moment from the year, because I'm gonna remember that forever, and I'm so sad that that one didn't get filmed because our theater company films like one show from every like set of shows that we do, but that one wasn't the one that was filmed, and I'm so sad because it was so funny. I wish I had a video of it. But yeah, that is my top theater moments from 2025. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.